Today I'm going to be talking about a video I never thought I was going to make. I'm so excited. Sup Infected, how's it going? My name is Apocalypticnick, and I'm going to say this right now before anyone begins watching this. If you're 13 and under, this video is not targeted at you. Click off. Why do I have to say that? Well, this ain't no big news because this is old news, and then everyone who's more important than me on YouTube has already covered it. What am I talking about? It's known as the COPPA ACT by the FTC. Not to be confused with the FCC, it's the FTC. It's FTC. Federal Trade Commission. They made a new act known as the COPPA ACT, which is the Child Online Protection Policy. It's essentially to protect kids. Despite the meaning, it's essentially there to protect kids from marketing and things like that. If someone has ads and, they're seeing a kid go on a site and he's, generating cookies, they can't use that data to start targeting commercial product to that kid. Even YouTube itself had a thing where if you wanted to do YouTube, you had to be 13 and up, and that was the reason. If you can still watch YouTube if you aren't 13, but that's known as YouTube Kids, which is an app downloadable for free. It's got videos that are for kids, but YouTube itself was more for a higher, not for kids under 13. Start this all off, YouTube did a big mistake. They ended up targeting ads towards children under the age of 13, which they said they weren't going to do when the site was bought out and everything by Google. It was a concern by the FTC already when when Google owned YouTube, and Google was like, yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to target, to underage kids, and they did. YouTube made ads that were targeted towards children, and the FTC caught wind of this, and they fined them $170 million. So they paid the fine, and now they have to put new things in place for YouTube to protect kids, which I'm all for because I'm not against the whole thing of protecting kids with data and all that, like with data and cookies and marketing. That's fine. Like, I think we should genuinely protect kids on the internet. I genuinely think that it's a good thing to do. My problem, as well as everyone else's problem, which we all share a common disinterest towards this thing, is that the FTC has decided that any violations of this act won't be just on YouTube itself, but it's going to be on the creators. So essentially, if I make a video that is deemed kids content, I'm going to be fined the highest of $42,530. That's absolutely insane. And that's just for one video. They could go through all my videos and flag that if they deem it for kids, and it's not for kids. There's supposed to be a safety in place where when you upload a video, is your content for kids, yes or no? But if you click no, that still doesn't help you, because YouTube's automated system can still be like, oh, you were playing a Minecraft video, it's for kids. Even though you were swearing the entire time in the video, it's for kids. And then the FTC can see that and go, well, you're swearing and doing all this non-kid friendly stuff. Time for a fine. It's not just gaming content, anything that appeals to kids. They've made a whole thing about anything that appeals to kids from, cartoon characters, video games, music, songs that, kids will like. The problem is with things that adults like, that kids could like, where does that fall under? If I want to post Pokemon videos, yes, Pokemon is technically centered around kids, but adults like it. So if I ever want to make a Pokedex video, what happens? What happens to me? It's frustrating. It's genuinely frustrating. Everyone's talking about how bad this act is, and it is. It's negatively affecting. However, it isn't fully implemented yet. It's gonna be implemented by the end of this year, close to December, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. The biggest thing that I also have a problem with, I have multiple issues with this act, but there's other things about this that I don't like. Like, back then, YouTube was like, oh, you can't make edgy content. Filthy Frank style content was a no-go once the new policies came in. Then they were like, oh, you can't swear. Or if you want to get an AdSense account and you want to get big and you want to try to get your verification, like if you're a small creator wanting to climb the ladder, you can't do this. And at the end of the day, you look like a friendly channel content because you can't swear, you can't do any of this. It's troubling and it's nervous. I'm glad that there are smaller channels bringing light to this. I'm glad that there are channels at all bringing light to this, though expected, because I'm sure nobody's okay with this. I know me talking about it doesn't help too much because I'm just some small creator with a small and amazing community, but I don't know how big my voice is on this. Hey guys, a couple days later into this video while revising it. Like I said, I don't know how big my voice is on this. However, I know it can be heard, and our voices are important and can be heard by the FTC. They do have a forum that you can comment on, saying your thoughts on what this law is. Don't leave hate comments, don't spam, don't do any of that stuff, guys. Please. Leave your honest thoughts of what you think this law is, and I'm sure they'll listen, and maybe things might be changed into the future. Our voices are important on this. That's why many creators, both small and big, are talking about this and bringing light to the situation. This is gonna be a couple days later, of course, like I said, so I do apologize if I seem extremely frustrated in that beginning part of the video. I hope I didn't come off too annoyed or too angry and throwing too much of my personal feelings into the video, but it is a frustrating thing for us as content creators, but as also you as viewers as well. There are other creators I'm going to throw in the description below of this video who go a lot more in depth than I did and know a lot more about this law than I do. And if you guys want other people's opinions or other people's insight on this, please definitely check it down below. They've done a lot of research and they deserve a lot of your viewership. But thank you guys for watching this video, and thank you guys for sticking to the very end. I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video.